Alright. I am just gonna fucking ramble. I'm just gonna go off. I'm just gonna talk about this shit. Because I've gone a very long time wanting to, but just haven't. Because I'm a fucking asshole that demands a lot of editing. But fuck it, I'm not editing this that much. I'm just gonna fucking ramble. And it's probably gonna be a lot more unorganized, and my points are probably not going to be as hard-hitting as I would want them to be. But I just don't have the patience to edit this much shit. And if I actually ended up trying to edit this, I would fucking go insane, and I would probably never get the video out. So I'm just gonna go. Lolis. I'm gonna talk about them, and why I don't like lolis, and why I think you shouldn't either. So starting off, point number one. Age is part of the appeal. And that's why on a base level, I dislike lolis. I don't like the concept. Age is part of the appeal. If it was just a physical thing, if it was just you're attracted to cutesy shit, guess what? Guess what the fuck? You could just have characters, get this, that look really fucking young, and they're actually adults. Imagine that. Fucking insane. What a fucking crazy concept, I know. So, it wouldn't consistently show up in lolly shit if age wasn't at least part of the appeal, which is why I immediately dislike it. But as far as it is porn, like, if your only liking of lolly shit is when it comes down to porn, I actually don't have that much against you. I think you have ungodly shit taste. I think your taste is beyond reckoning shit and bad, and I will hold you in the same opinion as people with anime profile pictures, as in, I will never take your opinion fucking seriously ever. You don't count for your opinion. But I don't actually have anything personally against you. I don't think you're a bad person. I don't think you're a pedophile. I don't think you're going out fiddling kids. I don't have anything actually against you. I just dislike your fucking tastes. I think your tastes are garbage, which you're never going to convince me of that one. You're never going to convince me that your tastes aren't garbage. So, right off the bat, I don't like it at its core, but I don't think it's actually hurting anything as just porn. What does bother me is when lolly shit fucking seeps its way into other genres. Prime example would be No Game, No Life, or Uromanga Sensei. That shit needs to fucking stay away. Point number two, the reason why I don't like it, I actually have legitimate contempt for it in normal stories that are trying to actually tell a fucking story and aren't just there to be porn. And the reasoning is that a lot of the times they'll present the story like, oh, hey, fucking in No Game, No Life. Oh, yeah, there's this fucking teenager dude, and he has an 11-year-old sister that he consistently gets in sexual situations with. That they're not blood-related. Same with Uromanga Sensei. Like, the entire plot of that anime of Uromanga is just he wants to fuck his 12-year-old sister. Why wouldn't you? And the story doesn't present this as bad. It's like, fucking why wouldn't you? Of course, you've never wanted to fuck your 12-year-old sister? What the hell's wrong with you? And I think that's shit. I think that sends a shit message. It sends the idea that, yeah, this is okay. This is completely normal. Your characters wanting to fuck their own 12-year-old sisters? Yeah, what the fuck? Where I feel a story with actually any morals would immediately demonize those characters. If you want to fuck your 12-year-old sister in a fictional setting, your character should not be listed as good. Your character should be listed as a fucking abomination. Like, the moment in Uromanga he's like, you know, I really want to fuck my 12-year-old sister, or vice versa, she wants to fuck her fucking brother, that's not normal, and it should be viewed as fucking creepy and weird. But it's not, because if they did that, then that would be demonizing the audience, because the audience is right along with them if that's the reason why they're there. If they're there to see lollies, then they're right the fuck along with them. If they demonized him for fucking wanting to fuck a 12-year-old, then they demonize the audience as well. It would be the exact same thing. Like, oh, he wants to fuck this 12-year-old. Well, the degenerate audience also wants to fuck this 12-year-old. So we can't call him out for that. That would get rid of our target audience. So instead, we'll just fucking brush that shit under the rug. No, they're not related. 12-year-old, whatever, it's not that big of a deal. The fuck's wrong with you? And I think that sets a bad precedent. At the very least, I think that sends a message to people who could potentially be having feelings for children and that should probably seek help. Most definitely seek help. And that could send them, oh, this is fucking normal. This is fucking normal. The show isn't condemning it, so there are people who think this shit is normal. Which is not the case. If you have feelings for little girls, you should fucking seek help. And third counterpoint, this is a counterpoint, because people have said, well, it's just like violence in video games. It doesn't actually affect anything. No, it's not, and here's why. It is not the same, not nearly the same level, because I fucking challenge you to find me a game where you can murder legions and legions of innocent people, and from the game's story, that's presented as either a good thing or the in-game mechanics don't punish you for murdering innocent people. I challenge you. Most games, typically, if you want to murder legions of innocent people, they'll either send flocks of AI to go fucking murder you, like in San Andreas, they will literally run you down and try to murder you, so it's punishing you for doing these actions, or in GTA 5, in GTA 5, you play as a bunch of fucking psychopaths. The story actively goes, yeah, these guys fucking suck. These guys are at best redeemable, at worst fucking monsters. They're not good people. Which is why I don't think it's equivalent to violence in video games, because most video games send a relatively decent message about harming innocent people. Anime seems to treat like, oh yeah, you want to fuck your 12-year-old sister, let's just ignore that. Like, that's not fucking weird. It doesn't actively condemn it, and it should. It absolutely should actively condemn the act of wanting to fuck your 12-year-old sister. If that is presented in your character, that character should be viewed as a piece of shit. End of discussion. Fuck.